I asked you the other day on Thursday about your left field situation, and Brad comes out here in the second game, jacks you a homer, and had a really good offensive day. Just is he trying to entrench himself into that left field role?
Yeah, I think so, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's easier to put him in the lineup when he does that. The hard part over the last couple of months is we haven't, our split wise, he doesn't hit the lefties as good. He hits the righties better, and so I've been playing Braylon against the righties, and then I finally said, hey, I'm going to give Brad a couple days to play, and his swings have been good in the at-bats that he got, and I thought he did a really nice job today.
John?
Chris, how big is what Houston did for you guys today?
Well, to bridge the game like he did, I mean, we were having a hard time, and we didn't have a lot in the bullpen, and so for him to give us 5 shutout there, and after he came in was probably I gave him the shirt after the game because I felt like it was the biggest piece of the game, helping us win and helping us have good bullpen late in the game.
And how have you kind of seen him improve and I guess, yeah, just on that end, how has he kind of progressed?
Well, he's been good. He was really good early as a starter, and then, we've used him out of the bullpen. He's had some decent long relief pieces, but I think he's been a little more consistent lately. And his stuff is good. He's just got to locate and throw strikes.
Theo?
Coach, you guys able to take all 3 games in less than 30 hours. A lot of innings for you guys. What does it say about this team's depth that you can maybe not play your best, but still come out this week?
Yeah, I thought we played our best in that second game and that last second game today. I thought the first 2 games we just, we were okay. And, we're still able to win games and play. And I don't know if it was exams or graduation or whatever. I just felt like our energy was a little down. And the third game, the tiredest game, and I thought we played with the most effort. And I was happy to see him respond there. And I kind of jumped on him after the first game today. Just that, I feel like we had a lot of opportunities, and I didn't want us to sit back and feel like, hey, we took the series. It's never about us taking the series. It's about us winning the next game. And I was really pleased with the way they played tonight.
Steve?
Chris, I know you love to come out and 10-run roll everybody, but you guys have gotten to be pretty good at winning these uncomfortable games. What do you think it says about your team that, when maybe things are a little bit gross, that you guys still find a way to come out and win a ball game?
Well, it says I'm getting an ulcer. That's what it's saying. So I'd like to win them 10-0. It's just the quality of our team, and I think it's the dynamic, the way our team is built. A lot of pitching and defense and gritty, tough guys. And maybe, I've told our coaching staff, you see teams make long runs like this because we're used to playing the close game. I mean, we feel like we're always in a game, and it's always pretty close. And our kids, they respond in those scenarios. We played good late in the game, and I was pleased today. We went 18 innings and didn't make an error. Just that type of defense is, and then the way we can pitch at times is huge. But we're probably not going to blow a lot of people out. I mean, I hope we do, but it just, it doesn't work that way.
Kind of following up on that too, you mentioned 18 innings with no errors. Coach made a couple of defensive adjustments today. I mean, when that stuff happens, I mean, do you feel like this is what you want to ride with for a while?
Well, I liked what we were today. I mean, I think, some different, Braylon Skinner is going to help us in the outfield. He's really good. I mean, he can play all 3 positions. Josh Hatcher is a really good defensive first baseman, and he's a good hitter. He's going to hit in time. And same with Cameron James. But today it gave us a little bit of an opportunity to, play some other guys and give guys a little bit of time off, maybe to clear their heads and jump out there. But I was pleased. I mean, when we play good defense and we pitch, we usually win. So,
Robbie?
Coach, back to those ulcers you're getting. I mean, you liked what you did in game 3, but really just haven't been great in all 3 phases, but you continue to win. Is it frustrating as a coach that hasn't all come together, or is it at the same time, are you excited about the possibilities of when it does click for everybody, just how good this team could be?
Nah, I'm happy. I mean, like I said, it's about effort for me. We're never going to play perfect. And, hopefully you got enough hitters going at one time, or the staple to me is always defense. I mean, we just got to be able to defend. I feel like we're always going to pitch at a high enough level. And you hope you have enough hot hitters every weekend. You look up every weekend and you get a couple guys that are hot. Brad Cumbus had a good weekend this weekend, and Tanner Allen, which Tanner Allen always seems to be hot every weekend. So that helps out. But it's the ebb and flow of the season. It never plays perfect. And yeah, you may get a 2 or 3 week run where you play great, but I think we put a pretty consistent product out there that gives us a chance to win every day.
One of the areas where y'all struggled in those first 2 games was, hitting with runners on base. I mean, I think y'all left 15 on the bases in first game, maybe 14 second or something like that. But especially late in that ball game in game 3, you started breaking through and getting those 2 out hits. Were you pleased with what you saw in that regard late?
We were. I mean, a sign of a great team and a team that can win a championship is a team that makes things happen with 2 outs. Makes a pitch, makes a play, or gets a hit. And we were able to extend some innings there, and they couldn't get us off the field. And that gap in the game let us, finish it a little bit easier than we would have had to, either way. We were going to Tepper there in the 8th, no matter what. But man, that we put a gap up in the 7th kind of gave us some cushion.
Steve, and then Tyler will wrap us up.
Are we good?
Coach, you mentioned championships, and I know you probably hadn't done any scoreboard watching during the ball game. But, with 9 games left to play, you guys are a game out of first place in the SEC. How much of that factors into this? I know the big picture is you want to go to Omaha and win a national championship, but are you guys? Do you stay aware of that? Do you kind of keep up with the rest of the league, and maybe where is that on your list of goals?
Obviously, always winning the SEC is huge. I mean, I don't look at that piece as much as probably some others. It's always about those SEC total wins, which I know that goes to us winning a championship, and RPI to me is always, I do check the RPIs a good bit. And just as you build schedules and look at schedules and, try to make sure you're in the right spot. For me, the number one goal of this program is to be a national seed every year so that you can have a chance to win a national championship. Now, if that includes an SEC championship or a tournament championship, man, we'd love to have that along the way. But, it's mainly just about getting those wins, knowing that if you can get to, 18, 20, you got a chance to be a national seed.
Tyler?
Chris, we talked all year long about what this bullpen can do. They did it again in pretty much every game of this series. But how concerning is it that your longest outing from a starter this weekend was 5 innings from Will Bednar? Really good 5 innings, but would you like to see those starters maybe get into the 6th, 7th inning here down the stretch, SEC play?
Yeah, I just want quality starts. I'd like to get 5 or 6. I think if we get 5 or 6, we're good. When you get 4, when you get 2, that's when it puts a strain on the bullpen. So it kind of puts everybody out of whack. And then you play an extra inning game, it makes it a little tougher. But we do have depth of our bullpen. And, and I told the team afterwards, Mikey Tepper's coming out of the pen throwing 95 to 97. And he's a tough kid. Like, being able to get some of those pieces going and getting some of those guys to have success. Look at Cam Tuller. Cam Tuller, that's the guy we recruited. He kind of had a slow start to the season, and he threw 3 times in 30 hours, and his 3rd time was the best stuff he had had all season, and it was really good. So, I'd like to see longer starts. I think every coach would, especially as you get into some big weekends. But, man, what the bullpen did, Houston Harding, and a lot of the guys, there were so many pieces this weekend that pitched.
Thanks, Coach.